In similar fashion to their brethren to the south, the Boston Celtics, who fell in Game 1 to the Chicago Bulls, the Maine Red Claws were on the wrong end of a 109-84 Game 1 shellacking at the hands of Raptors 905 Sunday afternoon at the Portland Expo Building. Raptors 905, off since April 8th, after dismantling their first-round opponent Canton, showed little signs of rust, jumping on the Red Claws with 8 offensive boards in the first quarter, a theme that would linger on throughout the game. As the long and athletic 905 concluded the game with 20 boards on the offensive end, the loss puts Maine in a bind with their backs now firmly pressed against the wall, down 1-0 in this best-of-3 series. Raptors 905 will now have 2 games, both at home, to stamp their ticket to the D-League Championship. If there's any solace with taking the playing venue to the 905's Hershey Center, is that the Red Claws had more success against the Raptors there this season than at the Expo in Maine, as the Red Claws won on both trips across the border. Although Red Claws head coach Scott Morrison cautioned that game film was one thing, there is certainly cause for optimism, said Morrison.
Film is film no matter where it is, but it definitely should be cause for some optimism, or at least cause to not give up. I don't think anybody in that room wants to go out like tonight. So I have confidence in the guys that everyone's going to give it all they have on Wednesday night and be more locked in to start the game, and hopefully we can stay in the game longer.
After cutting the 905 lead down to 6 points, 50-44 by halftime, the Red Claws appeared to have righted the ship after a difficult first quarter. Instead of coming out sharp, the Red Claws looked slightly out of focus to begin the third, and the 905 certainly took advantage. Morrison referenced the team's first 3 possessions of the quarter, all 3 missed jumpers from deep involving little to no ball movement, as well as an overall mindset that was not efficient for team success. Said Morrison of his team's third quarter.
No, I mean, against a good defensive team like this, in a game like this, and when you're behind, you got to be efficient with your possessions, and it was a real bad sign. We came out and took three poor shots to start the third quarter. They scored. All of a sudden, we were in the game. We were out of the game.
The third quarter certainly didn't lie. Maine allowed the 905 to shoot 60% from the field, good for 33 points, while the Red Claws could only muster 20 points on 35% shooting. Maine also continued their trend of turnovers, coughing up the ball 6 times in the quarter, a couple of times at mid-court that allowed the Raptors easy buckets in transition. Coming off a thrilling down-to-the-wire series against Fort Wayne, Maine never led in this contest. The 905 led by as many as 31. Jordan Mickey led all Red Claws with 21 points, 12 boards, and 3 blocks, while the rest of his mates struggled with any sort of accuracy and confidence shooting the ball. Outside of Mickey's 10 of 15 shooting performance tonight, the rest of his teammates combined to shoot 18 of 53 or 34%, good for 63 points scored. Demetrius Jackson's struggles continue after career high performance in Game 1 of the Fort Wayne series. Since that 30-point career high mark, Jackson has averaged 8 points on 26% shooting, making now his 3rd home appearance. Gershon Yabusele struggled against the D-League's top-rated defense in the 905. Yabusele scored 9 points on 3 of 7 shooting, turned the ball over twice, and received a ridiculous technical foul after slamming the ball down in front of his body after a whistle, in clear frustration with his own play. The 905 defense has seemingly frustrated everyone this season with their physical play. Abdul Nader, who struggled mightily from deep, going 0 of 8 in this game, credits the 905's collective length and athleticism they seem to feature at every turn, said Nader.
They're just long. All of them are long, about the same size, 6'8", 6'9". They're super athletic. So anytime you got guys like that, they can switch everything, make it easy on them. Stuff to match up with.
The 905 were led by CJ Leslie's 33 points and 11 boards, while Pascal Siakam, a Toronto first-round pick in 2016, was unstoppable on the block, going for 22 points and 9 rebounds on an efficient 10 of 16 shooting from the field. The 905 are, of course, coached by 2-time NBA All-Star and career 17-point-per-game scorer Jerry Stackhouse, who was in his first season as a head coach in the D-League. As Morrison told his bunch after the game, a longer wait than usual, they should play Game 2 on the road with 0 regrets, said Morrison.
Just talk about having no regrets. A game like this, and I felt like today was a day that we probably would regret later. But right now we gotta just try and learn from it, try and be a little bit improved on the floor, a little bit improved in our focus, and ensure ourselves that we have no regrets after Wednesday night.
Game 2 is scheduled for Wednesday at 7 p.m., a must-win for Maine if they want to extend their season. Game 3, if necessary, would be on Thursday at the same time, same arena. Broadcast for Wednesday's tilt can be found on ESPNU. For CLNS Radio, I'm Corey Prescott.